Why are you standing up?
Because you are. Hiccup the Viking who was seasick by Cressida Cowell. Gather round. Oh yeah, to my father. Gather round, said the ancient crab, and hear the tale of
Hiccup.
the Viking who was seasick.
Long ago, in a fierce and frosty land, there lived a small and lonely Viking, and his name was Hiccup.
Oh. You sure this is fitting in? It's a long way over this side.
Try and come
exactly. Yeah.
A bit dark on that side.
Vikings were enormous, roaring burglars with bristling moustaches who sailed all over the world and took whatever they wanted. Hiccup was tiny and thoughtful and polite. The other Viking children wouldn't let him join in their rough Viking games. Hiccup was frightened of spiders. He was frightened of thunder. He was frightened of sudden, loud noises. Bang!
Oh.
Were you frightened then?
I was.
Okay.
You scared me into silence.
That's unusual.
But most of all, he was frightened of going to sea for the very first time. Next Tuesday. Hiccup wasn't sure he was a Viking at all. Even the fish are sticking their tongues out at him.
Exactly. They're being a bit bullyish. Oh, look, it's you. Hiccup's father was Stoic the Vast. Wherever Stoic walked, the ground trembled. Flowers wilted and bunnies fainted. He hadn't brushed his beard in 30 years.
Only girlies brush their beards. I agree. Boom, Stoic the Vast. Girlies don't have... Oh, that's you.
Girlies don't have beards.
Hiccup pointed out. But no one listened to him. And when Hiccup told his father he was frightened of going to sea, Stoic laughed his enormous Viking laugh until the salty tears ran down to his enormous hairy feet.
It's definitely you.
Vikings don't get frightened.
You missed a line.
Oh, yeah, I missed the line,
Yeah.
You can't be frightened, little Hiccup. Vikings don't get frightened. And he sang the Viking song. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Have to do a Viking
Sean's going to
song.
have to sing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have blanked the 1,000 eyes of 1,000 angry girls. Watch me knock the cockles off the biggest, bluest whales. I have given walrus nightmares who thought that they were strong. I marooned a huge typhoon on an island off Hong Kong. Oh, ancient prawny greeny mess, the never-ending sea. Mess with squirmy jellyfish, but do not mess with me.
Nice one. You sang that ever so well. He patted Hiccup on the head and went off to do 300 press-ups before breakfast.
That's what I do.
Ooh, thought Hiccup. It all sounds very dangerous. So Hiccup went to see the oldest Viking of all even. Old Wrinkly himself.
I'm not the only one who makes mistakes reading.
I know. Whose barnacled beard fell down to his toes. Your saltiness, he whispered, for Hiccup had beautiful manners. Do Vikings ever get frightened?
Little grandson,
wheezed the old Wrinkly, and his breath was like being kissed by mackerel.
Ew, fish breath.
I've been wondering about the answer to that question myself. The sea is full of trials and terrors, but it also full of marvels and miracles. Go to sea and you can tell me if Vikings ever get frightened.
I like his curly horns on his
Curly
Viking
ones.
helmet. Yeah, did you notice that on the old Wrinkly?
Well, Stoic's got quirly ones.
Oh yeah, not as curly as the other ones though. So, at 9:15 on a breezy Tuesday...
Hiccup went to sea for the very first time. There he is there.
Yeah. That's a bit like me when I'm looking over the balcony.
Yeah.
That's all you ever
Or
see.
the steering wheel of your car.
Yeah. Small but mighty.
Yeah, mighty.
Yeah.
Small but mighty. Mighty.
Indeed.
Oh,
That's Hiccup.
Yeah.
At 9:30, Hiccup was wishing he hadn't eaten those 2 smallish haddock for breakfast. At 10:15, he was feeling very peculiar indeed. And at 10:30, he wished he was dead.
Ugh.
I feel seasick,
He said to his father. Vikings don't get seasick, said Stoic the Vast.
but this one was all over Stoic's feet. Hiccup got sicker and sicker, and the storm got wilder and wilder.
Stoic,
Whatever you want, whichever
Stoic.
way you want to say it, babe.
He's very stoic, yeah, stoic.
Well, let's hope so.
Stoic the Vast sang the Viking song at the storm, but the storm took no notice, and a great wave came up and soaked him. That's him singing, isn't it?
Sucks you, is what he's saying. One mighty wave picked up that whole Viking ship as if it were a matchstick and threw it 50 miles to the south. And one mighty blast from the gale picked up that whole Viking ship as if it were a piece of seaweed and threw it 50 miles to the west.
Oh,
It's going southwest.
yeah. That
Southwest
makes it
from
100 miles away.
Yeah,
As I've done maths in my head then.
well done you.
Yeah. And a terrible black wind shrieking all over the lonely ocean and turned that Viking ship upside down, inside out, and went shivering down every single Viking's spine. Oh, this sounds bad.
I'm glad I'm not a Viking,
Yeah. We're lost,
said Stoic, the not so vast after all. And a funny thing happened. His face began to turn green, a greenish hue, and he thought of the 37 largish haddock he had had for breakfast, and his stomach began to heave.
And then all the Vikings turned pretty green colour, and all their stomachs heaved with an almighty rush. They all ran to the side.
Oh, that's
Apart
going to
from
tip it
one,
up. If they run,
there's
if they
one
all
that's
run
not green.
Yeah, no, but if they all run to the same side, it's going to tip the boat over.
Oh, it will do, yeah. You're right,
Well,
said Hiccup.
that's my bit. It appears the Vikings do get seasick. And immediately he began to feel better. This direction, shouted Hiccup.
But the Vikings were too busy being seasick to steer the boat. So Hiccup began to take charge, and a funny thing happened. The more he steered, the better he felt.
It's a bit like you, because you don't like being a passenger in a
Nah,
car.
I like steering.
Yeah. As he headed for home, that stormy wind filled the
I've got
sails.
clean fingernails this week, look. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. And the boat skimmed over the ocean at 1,000 miles an hour. Out of the depths of the sea came shoals of flying fish and leaping dolphins and strange whales with horns like unicorns. What are they called? They've got a proper name.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen them. They got big.
Are they narwhals or something like
Yeah,
that?
say like
Yeah,
that.
something like that,
Narwhals.
aren't they?
Yeah. Oh no, they're in a picture of one, so we can't tell.
No, where is it? Oh, there.
Oh yeah, it is.
There's
Yeah.
one. Yeah, with the unicorn whale horn even.
There were eels that lit up like light bulbs and nameless things with enormous eyes that no one had ever seen before. All following Hiccup the Viking as he steered that ship at tremendous speed towards home.
Go Hiccup is all I can say.
Yeah. Go Hiccup, go Hiccup, go Hiccup.
Oh, a little dance going on there as well. Nice breezy day, hummed Hiccup as he steered into the harbour.
So tell me,
Said old Wrinkly, and his old whelp eyes might have been twinkling.
do Vikings ever get frightened?
Oh yeah, curly horns.
Yeah, very curly horns.
Sometimes they do, said Stoic the Vast. But they get over it. Oh,
No.
That's you,
That's me. But they get over it.
said Hiccup the Viking.
That's what makes them so brave.
Yeah.
Vikings
Never.
sometimes
Sometimes.
get seasick.
Mess with squirmy jellyfish, but do not mess with me.
That's the end of the song.
That's a crab. Oh, is
That's
it?
the end of the Viking song.
Oh,
You
is it?
sang it. You should know
Mess
it.
with squirmy jellyfish, but do
No,
not mess with me. Bum, dum, ba, bum, bum.
Dum dum.
The end.
I liked that one.